About to get on my flight. First ever Babes That Wander group trip. We're going to Chicago with Choose Chicago, and I can't wait to show you guys everything we get up to this weekend. So excited to meet the other girls. I've never met any of them in person. We've just been internet friends in this little travel vlogging group together, so I'm so stoked for us to start our little collaborative venture together and have so much fun this weekend. Make sure to subscribe, like this video, and let's go to Chicago.
Hey, I know my suitcase looks rough, but we've been some places together, okay? After about an hour-long Uber ride in rush hour traffic, I arrived in downtown at my home away from home for the weekend, the 21C Museum Hotel here in Chicago. The 21C Hotel is the perfect location. It is just about a block from Michigan Avenue and was a really convenient walking distance to most of the activities that we had planned on our itinerary. I love this hotel. It's so different because the lobby, the first and the second floor, are a modern art museum. So they are dedicated to collecting and curating art from the 21st century. And so it was really inspiring to walk down in the lobby every day and just be surrounded by all this incredible artwork. If you're not staying at this hotel, you can still walk in and check out the really cool artwork that they have on display. It is free for anyone, available 365 days of the year, and they also offer guided tours at 6 p.m. on Thursdays.
Going up! 17th floor, baby, here we go. So let's do a quick little room tour of my room at the 21C Museum Hotel here in Chicago. I'm really loving the like modern vibes going on in here. It's very like chic and sleek. So we've got like this cute little sitting area right here, 2 queen size beds, and kind of a really interesting backdrop. I like it though. The TV, oh yes. A little Nespresso mini bar. Love when hotels have Nespresso, it is the best. A safe. Then here is the actual mini bar. Definitely fully stocked up in here. This is sort of like this little nook that's like a little closet situation. Lights up when you open it. Freaking fancy. Got more drawer space. What's up, Chicago? Yes, we are up high. We are on the 17th floor. Can't forget the bathroom, so let's go check it out. You walk in the bathroom. It's a really awesome full-length mirror in here, which I'm really digging. It's got a bench, some hooks, and then here's the bathroom. I'm in love with it. All the white subway tile. It's just very clean and chic. It is now 7 o'clock. I'm going to freshen myself up and then I am going to meet all the girls. They're already here except for Elise. She got a little bit delayed. But I'm gonna meet everybody over at Malnati's. I don't know if I'm saying that name right. We're gonna get deep dish Chicago style pizza. I can't think of a better way to start or kick off our Chicago trip than getting deep dish pizza. All right, Lauren is the leader, following the leader.
She's the most sober out of the 3 of us. Fearless, but not always right. We went to a cocktail bar.
Oh.
Some drinks.
Okay. All right, so I found most of the babes. We're still missing one.
We will all be together soon.
Yeah.
Ate something.
I'm ready to eat though, because all I've had today is a protein bar.
Aisha and I got here at 7:30.
Aisha, when you texted me, I was like waking up. You were like, we're here. I'm like, my alarm just went off.
I was basically saying it was more of like a we're here and I know you all are still asleep.
And it was true.
There's our car for the week.
I'll take that one.
And I thought LA was doing al fresco right. Chicago has so many areas with really beautiful outdoor seating. It just feels so fun and vibrant. People are out and enjoying themselves, enjoying the summer, and it's a lot of fun.
We found it finally.
I know people have a lot of opinions about deep dish pizza, Lou Malnati's versus Pequod's or Giordano's, so sound off in the comments which one you think is the best.
I smell carbs. Most of us are here. I just got here.
Aisha and I got here at 7 in the morning.
Hi. I need to catch up.
Just so you know, when you order a deep dish pizza, it takes them about 25 minutes or so to make it. So make sure that you don't come completely starving. If you do, order a salad, but don't order too many appetizers because this pizza is so filling. It's so delicious.
Cheers. Cheers.
I am impressed that the crust was so moist. I know people don't like that one, but the crust is so crispy.
Did I say crust 6 times?
No. The one that's on that was It's like cue the Sex and the City theme music now. Came over to the Chicago Theater to get a photo op.
If you want a great Chicago photo, come to the Chicago Theater in the evening when it's all lit up and take some photos. We kind of risked our lives by going in the streets. If you're brave and you got some people to watch out for you, go for it.
Car.
We basically got our shots done in the nick of time. They literally just shut the lights off on us. Go team. Go team.
Chicago. It's such a pretty city at night too, isn't it?
Get ready really fast because we are going to try to go bright and early convene to get some photos before everyone gets there.
One thing I have to say about visiting Chicago is prepare to be looking up a lot. The architecture here is incredible, and I'm always in awe of just how beautiful the design of the buildings are in this city. The Bean is probably one of the most iconic places in Chicago, and it's a place you definitely have to come and snap a couple pics. We took a whole ton because we're a bunch of bloggers and content creators. If you want to see how some of these pictures turned out, check out the links below for my Chicago blog post.
This is what we do to get the shot. It is like what, 8 in the morning?
Something like that.
And it's already so
8:30. Like, the sweat is real. Makeup's sweating off. Hair ends are sweaty. We are just delightful today. And we've been laying on the ground. We're great.
We'll be back to the Bean tomorrow. I'm glad we got our pictures.
Definitely recommend coming between 7 and 8 if you want pictures without a ton of people in it.
You can always come at
I think it's crazy.
Yeah.
super early.
Come at like 6.
You come at the crack of dawn.
No.
We're gonna do a little bit.
Pro traveling tip, if there's a really super touristy place in the place that you're visiting, the best thing to do is just wake up really early and go there to get your pictures because most people will not have the motivation to do that. They will be sleeping.
On our way back, we found this other area with this beautiful fountain, which also makes a great photo op. So of course, we stopped to get a couple more blog pics.
Change it up. Move and pose and work and go and yeah. Lurie! We got our shots and the park is starting to get crazy, so ooh, coffee. Oh my god, look at how cute this place is.
We happened to stumble upon a really cute and very Instagrammable cafe on Michigan Avenue, right down the street from Millennium Park. I freaking love the decor here.
This is what happens when you go to coffee with bloggers. Oh, it's like the perfect color. Is the fit for day 1. We're gonna go tour Pilsen. It's so hot outside, so I figured threw on this really cute gingham dress from Shein. Gonna wear some sneakers because the shoes I was wearing last night was giving me some blisters already and hope to not melt. Let's go to brunch.
One thing I recommend doing when you come to Chicago is to get out of the main loop area and explore some of Chicago's neighborhoods. We headed out to Pilsen, which is 3 miles outside of Chicago's loop area. Pilsen has historically been a Chicago neighborhood that has been a gateway to immigrants over the years. Originally inhabited by Polish and Czech immigrants, it now is largely a Mexican community. For brunch, we headed into Pilsen Yards, which is a bar-centric and music-driven hangout in the heart of Pilsen with an open-air vibe and one of the best patios in the city. I really loved all the colorful art that they had on the walls. I felt like like it really fit in with the neighborhood and all the colorful murals that exist in this area of Chicago. Executive Chef Carlo Cruz's menu of inspired Latin street food, from tacos to ceviches, hummus, and carne asada, is plated up next to mezcal, tequila, and whiskey-charged bar program from beverage director Lance Bowman, and it's all actually very affordable.
You get Greta?
Margarita, but I asked the house margarita and he said no, and he gave me one that was better.
The environment is really comfortable, and we had such a great time just hanging out and listening to this awesome live DJ set as well. Shout out to Paul, one of the owners of Pilsen Yards, who let us check out the Alderman, which is their speakeasy joint inside of Pilsen Yards. This place is so cool. It's very intimate. They have a really incredible cocktail program here, so definitely make a reservation if you want to check this out one night while you are in Chicago.
All right, so we finished up brunch. Now we are going on a walking tour with Chicago Greeters, which apparently there are greeters. It's a volunteer association that's in a lot of cities in the US. You can find them in Chicago, in Nashville, in New York City, and I think there's one other one, I can't quite remember what it was. But basically they're a volunteer organization, and it's a free walking tour they give you of certain neighborhoods in their town. We're learning all about Pilsen, which is a really cool neighborhood here in Chicago. We're just checking out all the awesome street art and learning all about the really amazing history here in Pilsen, Chicago.
We're on 18th Street, and this is the main street of Pilsen. Okay, but I want you guys to see the murals. So we're gonna walk down. We're gonna go right here on the corner, and we're gonna walk down a couple of streets. Mural. This is one of the murals. A lot of the businesses do murals, and so see, this is dedicated to the children of Pilsen. Downstairs is the Punch House, and then back there, which was the stables, is called the Tap Room. Upstairs, which is what was designed, it was the community meeting hall, is one of the premier music venues here in Chicago, called Talia Hall.
I guess your waving works, Greta. We're going in.
I have that effect. I tell you, I can get it in anywhere.
This is just a very, very cool, and their food is amazing.
Yeah, we just got real and non-vegan.
Oh, wow.
Back in the time, this was the community hall where they had community meetings. It's most of this redesigned to represent the Czech Opera House.
Well, I want to go sit in one of the opera boxes. That would be so fun.
Pilsen is probably the most known in Chicago for its public art and murals. These distinct murals that run along 16th Street and all throughout the neighborhood distinguish them as not only a center of Mexican culture, but of creativity and self-expression. Our tour guide, Sherry, was amazing. She was a wealth of knowledge. She knew so much about all these different murals. She had so many interesting historical facts to tell us, and it was just such a great tour. We learned so much, and the murals were just absolutely incredible to take in. If you're in Pilsen, you have to check out the 18th Street station. I have never seen a train station quite like this. It is just covered in art, and it's so colorful and beautiful to see. Creating these murals throughout this neighborhood began in the late 60s as efforts by Mario Castillo, Ray Patlan, and Marcos Raya to oppose the Vietnam War and also to unify, inspire, and educate Mexican-American residents there about their proud heritage. These murals also serve as projects to help the community get kids involved in art and out of gang activity. The artists come in and create the outline, and the kids help to color in the murals. This house actually belongs to world-renowned artist Hector Duarte. How crazy is this? His whole house is covered in his own mural.
Wow. It's literally raining on our parade.
We're supposed to go on a Chicago riverboat tour this afternoon in like 30 minutes.
Oh, come on, rain, go away.
Yeah, the way my life's set up,
You're like, it's a hard no.
I'm gonna tell you straight up.
This lady literally came out of the elevator when I was getting on and was soaking wet. She was like, it's raining. And I was like, yeah. It was pouring and now it's not pouring. I think we're gonna make our boat tour. Fingers crossed. Woo, I'm so glad because this is the thing I was really looking forward to doing here. So the rain cleared up and we headed down to the docks to get on our Chicago's First Lady tour on the Chicago River. This is such a fun thing to do.
Yes, I'm on a boat.
We grabbed ourselves some spots outside on the deck and got settled in to learn some really fun architecture facts about Chicago, but then the rain came back in full force and I had to retreat downstairs.
oh my God, I tried.
Luckily, the Chicago First Lady tours have this nice cozy cabin on the first floor of the ship. This is where we hung out most of the time and stayed nice and dry. And they even have a little bar where you can buy drinks and adult beverages and snacks. A lot of people chose to stay on deck and wear these ponchos, and we were able to come out a little bit as the rain stopped later in our tour, which was so great. We could get some great shots and some beautiful views of the city from the Chicago River. This Chicago Architecture Foundation Center River Cruise aboard Chicago's First Lady is the only cruise partner with the Chicago Architecture Foundation, and it provides the best architecture tour experience because highly trained and passionate volunteer docents provide detailed narratives of Chicago's various architectural styles and the stories of the people who designed and built this amazing city. Taking this tour in Chicago is a must in my book. It was just so relaxing and so enjoyable. It wouldn't be a blogger trip without about 5 outfit changes in one day, so here's our little glow up montage before dinner. For dinner that night, we headed over to The Girl and the Goat, which is one of the must-eat places when you are in Chicago. Founded in 2010 by chef Stephanie Izzard, it is one of the first restaurants that are on Chicago's famed Restaurant Row.
Cheers! Cheers!
Y'all, the menu here was so good. Some of the favorites that we tried were the oysters. This cornbread was so divine. The green beans were amazing. The pig face, the halibut. I mean, you really can't go wrong with this restaurant. Everything you order is going to be delish. The next morning, we headed out for a very summer-appropriate brunch at Oasis Shore Club. This is right on the beach on Lake Michigan.
They have a beach. Maybe I could live in Chicago.
Shore Club Chicago is a really fun day club experience where you can enjoy beautiful unobstructed views of Lake Michigan, grab some food and drinks in their temperature-controlled indoor space, or grab one of their really relaxing cabanas outside. Either way, it is a fun way to spend a summer day. I, of course, ordered the frosé.
It's so good. Have you tried it yet?
Ooh, refreshing.
I gotta say, the food was delicious here as well. It was mostly Mediterranean inspired, but also inspired by other beautiful beaches around the world.
Brunch was really fun. It was delicious. If you're looking for kind of like a day club, fun thing to do on a Sunday or Saturday here in Chicago in the summertime, definitely check out the Oasis Shore Club. I enjoyed my tuna poke. Everything was. The rosé was one of the best rosés I think I've ever had. Super delish. Tons of other frozen drinks there. So it's a perfect spot for a really hot day. You can go run in the lake and cool off as well, which is great.
Next on our agenda was the Chicago Art Institute Museum.
We're heading into the Art Institute of Chicago now. We're gonna go check out some art. There's some really famous paintings in here, as well as right now they have the portraits of the Obamas, so excited to check that out.
This museum is massive, and I would recommend giving yourself at least several hours here to explore. There's just so much to see. The first exhibit we checked out were these little miniature houses. This one was my obvious favorite, of course. Then we checked out their Asian art wing, which had so many beautiful pieces in it, both current, like this one, and also old. As I said before, we were lucky enough to be here when the Obama portraits were being displayed. They had a whole exhibit that sort of talked about their relationship, how they met and started dating in Chicago. Their portraits were actually commissioned by 2 different African-American artists, and I just think that they're so uniquely painted, so different from other presidential paintings that I've seen. Another exhibit I really love was the Bisa Butler exhibit. She is a portrait artist who creates these quilt portraits, and she uses cloth as her medium because it is a marginalized medium. Make sure not to sleep on this exhibit when you visit the Chicago Art Institute. They also have a large collection of modern art, including Rothkos, Warhols, and so much more. And of course, a trip to the Art Institute is not complete without checking out all the iconic Impressionist works from the likes of Monet, Manet, Renoir, and so many more.
Head back to Millennium Park to check it out a little bit more. Just finished at the museum. They're right next to each other, so you can definitely do Millennium Park and the Art Institute in the same day because they're super convenient next to each other.
Stumbled into the Lurie Gardens, which is an area of Millennium Park that I've never seen before on my past visits to Chicago, but it's like a beautiful garden oasis in the middle of the city. It's so quiet and so lush here.
Lauren is gonna do a quick vlogger outfit change in public.
Good news is I have a
Lauren successfully changed into another outfit. Like a pro.
It only took me a minute.
Amazing. Remember how when we were here the other day, I said come early to get a good shot with nobody in your picture? Well, now it's the middle of the day on a Sunday and there's so many people here. So this will show you the difference between waking up early and getting it done and coming here on the weekend.
Being the fashion lovers that we are, we couldn't come to Chicago and not go shopping on the Magnificent Mile, although maybe in a bit of a time crunch.
We are headed to H&M because we gotta do a little shopping. I feel like I ran out of outfits. Vlogger life. Who runs out of outfits when you packed a huge suitcase for 2 days?
I mean,
We
I
do.
This is our third outfit today?
I felt ridiculous when I packed that suitcase for 2 days, but then I was like, no, this isn't ridiculous. I know this might not even be enough.
We were pretty unsuccessful at this H&M, so we jumped over to Free People across the street, and all three of us immediately found something that we loved.
Gotta be back and changed in like 25 minutes.
Dressing room was closed, but this is what I picked up to wear. This is just super fun. Ooh, ooh, ooh. This will be my fit for Skydeck Chicago. Here we go. Revolving door in Chicago.
That you can take, so we do have to go down to go to the top.
Skydeck Chicago is definitely a must when you come to Chicago. It is so much fun, not only to go to the very top of this very tall building, but the bottom part before you even get on the elevator up has so many fun photo ops and things to learn about the city.
This is so fun too.
When you stepped into my life, such a magic feeling when you tore down my wall.
Oh, let's hear it for Elise and Greta. Welcome them to the stage. Here's the elevator ride, I'm just warning you.
Why, is it fly up?
Yeah, it's fast. Are we all really cramming in there?
We are masking up because they pack those elevators.
If you tend to be claustrophobic, a word of warning, they really pack these elevators to the Skydeck full of people.
You're on your way to the top of the tallest building in the Western Hemisphere. Now we're here with 106 stories up. Welcome to the top.
Welcome to the 103rd floor of the Willis Tower, aka the Sears Tower, as many people still refer to it. For 25 years, this was the tallest building in the world, and it definitely laid the groundwork for skyscrapers to come after.
Things will never be the same, like strangers again.
Are you guys feeling nervous?
Yes. I'm not nervous about getting in the Skydeck. I'm nervous about getting the shot because we have 60 seconds to get 2 shots. They have 60 seconds.
We have less.
20. This will be a test of our ability as vloggers. Vlogger Olympics.
Vlogger Olympics. We've already like pre-chosen what poses we're gonna do, game plan beforehand. All right, it's almost our turn. I'm getting butterflies.
Yeah, look at us now. This is who we are. And I just know things will never be the same. We're like strangers again. I just know things will never be the same. We're like strangers again.
We got 27 seconds.
our last dinner of the trip, we headed to Sunda New Asian Kitchen, which is not too far away from the Willis Tower. At Sunda, they pride themselves on taking classic, culturally important dishes from places like Japan, the Philippines, Indonesia, Thailand, China, and more, and modernizing each one by upgrading ingredients, cooking techniques, and presentations to create a tasting experience that is completely new while still retaining the deep-rooted spirit of the originals. I loved everything we tried here. The portion sizes were really generous and great for sharing with a large group and just getting to taste a little bit of everything.
I am not a very functional person in the morning if I do not get my caffeine. I don't know about you, that's just me. Morning, it is our last day in Chicago. We are just here till the afternoon. All of us are flying out. I'm gonna go maybe check out like a couple spots before we leave today, get in the Uber and go back to O'Hare. Ready to seize the last couple hours that we have together here in Chicago.
I really wanted to check out this 4-story Starbucks Reserve Roasters store that was on Michigan Ave, but unfortunately the line was way too long. So we went to the Riverwalk and had a quick little lunch right on the river. And it was just a nice way to sort of cap off our first Babes That Wander weekend trip.
All right, so I'm here at the airport with 2 of the babes. We're waiting for our respective flights. They're going back, Elise is going back to Napa, Lauren's going back to Salt Lake. I'm leaving first in a couple minutes. Thank you guys so much for watching. We had so much fun in Chicago. I hope you all enjoyed following along with us. Make sure that you go over and check out the Babes That Wander. Subscribe if you're not already for more travel adventures like this one, and I'll see you all on my next video. Bye!